Episode 28, Sandwich Life. All right, the beginning of episode 28. Carol's about to take us up. We're gonna decide to skip the whole road thing because the cars are all there now. But guess who we bumped into? We got a good friend of Tree Boys here. I finally got to meet. And you would
Sweetness.
be? Sweetness?
Yeah.
That's awesome. And?
Poppy.
Poppy. Nice to meet you.
Radio.
Radio has been part of like our bubble. We've been around him, but he's there, so we finally got to meet him.
Yep.
And Carol's right there. She's been doing it. You guys all know her from Gut Hooks. But how is life treating everyone here? Real good?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Heck yeah.
Class of 2020-21. We are gonna get back on trail soon. Unicorn, hello. Got to introduce Unicorn. You guys know Unicorn. We'll catch you on the other side. It's around 2 o'clock, 1:50 p.m. local time. Carol just dropped us off. And radio's ahead. And Unicorn and myself are trying to decide which campsite. If we want to go a few miles in or 7 miles in, since it's already 2 o'clock.
Yeah. There's a bunch to choose from, so
Yeah,
we can kind of evaluate how we feel at each one as we come to it.
they opened the road. We drove up it with Carol, looked at it, it was beautiful. Saw a few hikers, but there were the sports cars right there, you know, doing their thing. So I think it was the right decision since it's getting busier and busier, since the whole road's open now.
And the road is not closed at all moving forward.
Yeah, the road's open, no one knows it, but it's open. And
Be careful if you're walking it.
careful if you're walking it. I'm back in the woods around that closure and away from 75-mile-an-hour cars. So we're gonna do what's available to us on the trail. I'm gonna have to see if we brought enough water. Yeah, I think we did. 3 liters.
Yeah, we're good.
3 liters, a couple miles. Other than that, maybe a shorter episode, we'll have to see. But this is the beginning to be back on trail. It feels really good.
Yes.
We had a really good time taking that Nero.
Yes.
Some good food back here that we have to eat.
Yes.
And we're gonna concentrate on hiking for a little bit. Get you on the other side. So I went a little bit off trail to get this thing after everyone gave me education on what it is. And I'll zoom out here, or stand up at least so you can see the contrast of if it is living off the fungus, because there's nothing else by it. That's what makes it stick out. It's like this death tree, and then there's algae, and then underneath it is kind of like this beautiful red flower. And I'm learning online, everyone's teaching me. Look how beautiful that is. It is absolutely gorgeous. And it's so neat that I'm getting educated on how it lives. Thank you. All right, so the terrain was fairly easy up to this point, just grainy sand in a straight line, but a little bit of a rocky road here coming up. Just want to stop to give everyone a shot here as we're kind of running along the trail, but let's see how it is. Let's see how it is behind this bend. Turns out we didn't have to climb up the rocks; we just turned right. Whoops! But here's the first puddle. They were talking about that water source. There it is. You know, down there. You don't need to get it. I mean, but it is. I mean, if you need it, it's there.
the better one in about 4 miles.
And then it just switchbacks up that way. So still kind of a pleasant trail. A good trail to get warmed back up on coming out of Venero. Feels good, body's loosening up, but another beautiful day. You guys ever wonder, like when you stop to take a drink and you survey the area and you're like, that's that spot, good spot. You get behind a bush and you take a swig and you look down and it's the only spot on the cliff that's got like a big black crater to like the ground. So I was talking to some other hikers about those moments where you walk, you know, and you're looking down and you're in the zone and you're going and you slip a little bit and you look back a little where you slipped and it was like probably the most mondo dangerous spot on the ridge as I'm looking down. But it's things like that that are very real about the trail. There's like other spots that have become infamous for injury or worse. But really, the reality is any trail, I don't even trail in your backyard. If you're not looking down, you can snap an ankle or a knee really quickly. And as you can see, I'm gonna go through this. You can go that route or this route. I'll go this route. But the trail is still pretty nice, so to speak. There's no rocks or trunks. So to me, this is very ideal. The weather's great. We're having a really good time. And we'll get back to hiking a little bit, but I'd like to thank everyone in the previous town of Wrightwood, the locals at the hotel, the shops. Everyone has been so friendly. Unicorn. We try to give business to everybody as much as we can when we're in town, while we're in town. And special thanks to who giving us a ride, Unicorn?
Oh, Carol, for sure.
Yeah.
She saved our butts yesterday and she brought us back to trail today.
Yes, she did. So,
Awesome.
gonna continue as this gets more narrow. And hopefully we'll catch you on the other side. And speaking of, it's points like this where you're crossing like these little sand dunes and they race across. And there's that middle sand dune right there that you can see. It's where the water runoff is, or if any water comes down, or a runoff, sand runoff. And it, you know, it goes pretty deep. So you always have to kind of be paying attention to what you're doing. Even if you're crushing, you know, it's that one wrong step. So sometimes I'll just stop and take a drink before I look at it. I guess someone's warning us that there is a snake somewhere there. Okay, thank you. Sitting here at camp, I just put some mayonnaise on this, but if you look at this right here, I don't know if there's a good angle or a bad angle right there. Take a look at that. I normally don't get into like promotion and stuff, but like we ate 4 sandwiches. This is ham and cheese. It was $2.99 from Jensen's back where in Wrightwood. Look at that thing. And what about yours, Unicorn?
I got a turkey and cheese.
Look at that.
Put a little bit of mustard and mayo on it. It's good.
Right there. It's just packed with like really goodness. You put a lot of meat in it.
I had roast beef ones earlier.
Yeah, and the reason why I'm talking about this is the front. I guess the front cashier was excited about the.
Yeah, I guess it's something that they don't always have.
Yeah. Can anybody identify that beetle? Unicorn was just singing a song called Turd Beetle because she thinks it looks like a turd, but she's laughing. But I know that we have an entomologist watching, or anyone that actually does know what kind of beetle that is. If I'm getting a good angle at it here, let me see if I can do that. Is that a better angle? Look at that thing. We just call it the turd beetle. Wow, episode 28. This is our camp spot right here. Sun's going down over that horizon a little bit. And this is where we are cowboy camping again. Unicorn and myself. Today, what did we do? We did You saw the clip where we decided, since the road's open, to take Carol, and Radio joined us, right?
Yep.
And we saw a beautiful drive up.
Yeah.
Opted out of the 22-mile road walk because of all the roads being open, so it was full-blown ahead. The weekend was coming up and the traffic was going to get nasty, so we figured that would be the best course of action for our route to Canada. And right now we're only, what, 5 miles in?
Yeah, we did about 5 miles because we got back pretty late in the day.
Yeah.
So it was pretty hot when we started and saw this sweet little spot.
And this is where we're camping. All of a sudden, also, we want to talk about where we got our 4 sandwiches today.
Oh yeah, we went to Jensen's in Brightwood and they had pre-made sandwiches in their deli.
Right?
So we got 4 of them. We packed 2 out and we ate 2 before we left. And
Right.
they were all really good.
Right, and the roast beef was awesome, right?
Yeah,
The roast beef sandwich was awesome. So I was just kind of trampling around here, trying not to kill myself here, going around this bush. But that was great. And also, we stayed at Cedar Lodge.
Cedar Lodge was awesome.
Yeah, Cedar Lodge was awesome. That place was great. It was almost like just that good hometown feeling about all these small little towns that we're coming across. So wonderful and happy. And we had a good time. Also, when we got to camp a little early, 5 miles, not a lot. I think Poppy gave me an extra PCT 2021 sticker, right? So since we got back, I got crafty. This is why you can't just bring a knife with you out here. I brought scissors, right, to cut bandages in my loadout. And that's what you get to do. Look at that on the ZV1 that would pop up in that screen. I did a little bit of modification. What do you guys think about that? PCT class of 2021. That way, when I'm shooting people, when I'm not doing a selfie mode, they get to look at that beautiful sticker to remind themselves that they're part of that class, whether they're trail angel or whether they're hiking. What a great, beautiful day. Again, just wanting to let everyone know we're having such a good time. We're gonna try to do that 3.2 or 2.3 to water and maybe 16 more miles tomorrow. We have to check gut hooks again. But look at that. This is what we get to look at tonight. Cowboy camping, and also just a clear sky right up there. Look at that. And we just get to stare right up and dream about those sandwiches. Catch everyone on the other side.